to another installment of Judgmental AF. I am your host, the magnanimous Kent Black, also known as TrapGod Bravo. And with me here is my co-host,
the almighty Patt, a.k.a. the left guard. Emphasis on the guard.
Gotta put that emphasis, man.
Gotta put the stank on it.
And you know what? Today, in respect for Black History Month, we're going to talk about what's toxic about Black History Month. From your boys, the Judgmentals.
I ain't but so black, but my 20% can talk about it.
Yeah, you're close enough.
I mean, I'm trying to get this credit score right.
One day, man.
As soon as I get rid of it.
But,
then I'm not
as soon as you get rid of that 20%.
I'm not celebrating no more after that.
After that, it's White History Month, nigga.
That's year round.
Year round, B. If it ain't White History, I don't want to hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. That's going to be the part that I clip out. This show. Yeah, that's how we talk about Black History Month. If it ain't White History, fuck it. But, number one thing we're going to talk about, I have a personal issue with Black History Month. And that's kind of the reason why I chose this topic. And while I do acknowledge and respect the spirit of it, and in past years, the way I've chosen to celebrate Black History Month is to highlight the more than 3 Black historical figures that you should know about. And most importantly, the Black people alive today that you can look up to that aren't Jay-Z and LeBron. And, you know, people that show that Black people aren't all music industry and video games. I don't know if there are any Black people in video games, but
Austin Creed.
Yeah, but I meant like making video games. But yeah, entertainment world and all that. You know, we're all over the place, man. Black excellence is real, and I just wanted to show it. And the only reason why I'm not celebrating it this year is because that's actually a lot of work. And I've been feeling mad lazy recently. Like, I'm trying to get my life together, so that shit, whatever. I'll replace it with this episode here on Judgmental AF. So
put some clip art in, some African flags and stuff.
Ooh, yeah. And I should have put the green screen on the back and just made the whole back like an African fucking flag. And just green screen that whole shit. But I digress. The toxic shit. Number one toxic thing, my biggest issue with Black History Month is education. And in our schools, K through 12, we reserve all history that involves Black people to be relegated to the month of February. And that is disgusting to me.
That's the only time you really learn about it. Like, I learned almost everything. Think about every year you like, hey, February coming. History class, all right, everybody break out your Black History chapter 27 or whatever it is.
Yeah. All of a sudden, you start learning about certain amendments, Amendment 13 and 14. All of a sudden, all those Black people that you mentioned in previous chapters because you kind of had to and you didn't have a choice, now you're going to go into depth about what they actually did and their contributions to society. And most importantly, throughout that month of fucking February, from like the 1st grade all the way up to the 12th grade, you focus on the exact same time period, focus on the exact same people, and you just go slightly more in depth with each grade level. Think about high school, you don't need to be learning about Malcolm X, fucking Martin Luther King and George Washington Carver.
And like, maybe Maya Angelou.
Yeah, you did that shit. That was middle school. That was elementary school. You did projects about that in elementary school. You don't need it in high school. Fucking elevate. Go on to other people. There are more Black people in the world that did things besides those guys.
Just think about the Black dude who made the Super Soaker.
Exactly. Didn't even know that shit until like
this year.
In fact, it was last week. I don't know who the fuck who told me it, but
the traffic lights.
Yeah.
Black person. Air conditioner. Black person.
You should learn all this shit. This is way too much history and way too many people to focus on. Like you could learn about the first Black billionaire in the United States. You could learn about him. You could learn about Nelson Mandela. I mean, that's not American history, but whatever.
But that's why you can also talk about Jay-Z.
Yeah. You can get more cultural, and it's just, they relegate our history to like the most smallest details. And the worst part about it is, And this actually brings me on to the next point. The details are wrong. They fucking get it wrong. It's so inaccurate. And it's not till you like get a book and start reading about these characters yourself, or go on to college and start doing actual Black history classes, that you learn that all that shit's wrong.
Why you flexing?
Because I'm angry. And I flex when I'm angry. It makes me feel better and more powerful.
You a chocolate Hulk, nigga?
Nah, because, I don't get the mad that much.
But it's the truth, though. Like, this, a lot of things, you learn the wrong thing. You got to actually pick up a book and actually read, do your own research. It's out there. Everyone think the information out there. With Google as your friend, there's nothing you can't find. It may not all be right, but majority, you're going to find reliable sources going to have, like, the real details of everything you need to look up. Everything. Just like with the new Malcolm X documentary that just came out. It's literally telling you details that were hidden all these years, but they were hidden because no one wanted to address them. They were like, how can you literally have a popular public figure get assassinated and then have a party in that same room he was assassinated in that same day and no one seemed to give a fuck?
Like,
how does that happen?
How does it happen, B? Like, how could you possibly have a man assassinated as popular as Martin Luther King was, and as much as we all revere him now? Why is it you don't learn that the FBI hated his fucking guts and is probably the ones who set up his murder until after you fucking leave high school? Like, that is a part of Black history. I know we like to whitewash everything and be like, oh, well, he was the one that was pro-peace and Malcolm X was the one that was pro-militant, when in reality they both were both.
Yeah.
Malcolm X taught you to take the peaceful route and use force only when necessary. And Martin Luther King said, yo, if things don't happen when you're doing things peaceful, guess what's going to have to happen? Niggas got to riot. Like, you don't want that to happen, then give us what we want when we peaceful.
Did Martin really say niggas got to riot?
Niggas got to riot. It's in his book. Go check it. Chapter 13.
That was in Boondocks. Only in Boondocks did they say that.
But, yeah, man. Like, there's the information, and that's what, like I said, that's my issue with it, is because, yeah, the information's out there. You can learn it if you want. But it's in schools. You are teaching this to children. If I'm telling you how to work a math problem, if you're taking a class on how to work that math problem, you shouldn't learn it from a video on YouTube. You should be learning it in school.
Right.
Your textbook should have you how to work out how to add and how to do multiplications. You shouldn't have to be like, well, I learned how to do multiplications in high school school, but I didn't really learn how to do multiplication until after I graduated, and I fucking looked it up on YouTube. Like, that shouldn't be shit that you have to fucking Google.
The way they even have to show their work now is different.
I know that core shit is for the birds.
So I'm good on that.
Yeah,
it's just a bunch of unnecessary.
But it's stupid. That shit's weird, bro. That's how bad it is. That's all I can say. This shit's weird. I don't like it. It's toxic. Like, teach Black history is American history, and I don't really want to be that guy to go into like all that whole shit where Black history's every month. Like, what the fuck? Like, it is. And while I can appreciate the gesture, like, there's a Hispanic Heritage Month. And, there's no White History Month because white history is broken up into each one. And there's an Irish History Month and an Italian History Month and all that other shit. You just gotta, look it up. Yeah, there is. There actually is. Like, there's a day and a month for any and everybody. And if you think there isn't, Google it and you'll see that I'm right.
Google's the new encyclopedia.
Google is the new encyclopedia. That's why I felt stupid as fuck when I bought a bunch of encyclopedias. I don't know why I did it. It was a waste of money.
You like reading?
No, I hate reading. But, it's fundamental. And you gotta do it. So, it is what it is. And, then we go on to my next problem with Black History Month is how we express our celebration for Black History Month. Like the memes and the pictures of dedication to historical figures like once a week is cool. I mean, do you and your expression. I ain't gonna knock it. But like, if we're really gonna celebrate Black History Month, like, can we like actually do something?
I'm gonna do something. You know what I'm gonna do this year?
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna wear FUBU every day because it's for us and it's by us.
I mean, it's something.
And dashikis.
I mean, that's up to you if you want to wear dashikis. I wouldn't go that far.
My girl part African. I'm wearing dashikis.
Hey, by all means,
I'm pretty sure
rock your dashiki.
Pretty sure she got dashiki at the house.
Yeah, like, you can do this beyond the internet, guys. You can go out, support your local black businesses for the month of February. Hopefully, it'll carry on past then. But
do something charitable for a black youth group
or black organization.
Yeah, Boys and Girls Club. There's a lot of things you can do. I'm not saying we're doing it. I'm just saying there's a thing you can do if you actually want to do something to actually help the community.
Yeah, you can volunteer your time. You can volunteer your money. There's a lot of things that we can do besides throwing Black History parties that really has nothing to do with Black History Month.
Who the hell threw a Black History party?
There's a lot of clubs out there throwing parties for Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
I did see that. I did see somebody have a club fly with Malcolm. For Martin Luther King on it.
Yeah, so
on Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Yeah. So, we can do things other than being ignorant. And like I said, it's not necessarily that's what we're doing. But if you want to celebrate it, you can put in a little bit more effort than just saying, oh, it's Black History Month on February 1st, and then doing nothing but talking about how niggas ain't shit for the rest of the month. And then go back to saying it after. Like, nothing's changed. Your opinion's the same.
Yeah.
The world is the same. Congratulations, you attributed nothing to being black towards Black history. The way I look at it, if you really want to do something for Black History Month, make history. So then you can be a part of the things that celebrating Black History Month, Like, if I had a business, I would legitly, if I could, wait until February to launch that business. And then they can be like, on Black History Month, and this day, this company started up and it became $1 billion enterprise or $1 billion industry.
I really thought you were going to say if you run a business, you were going to give your black workers raises and shit. I'm pretty sure it's going to cause a discriminatory lawsuit.
I was about to say that's discrimination, and you can't openly do that. And trust and believe,
you can secretly give people.
You can secretly give people.
They're gonna tell because people can't keep secrets and shit.
What's gonna happen is your black employees are gonna look at their checks and they're gonna be like, "Hey, I made more than I did last time." And they're gonna turn to their white counterparts and like, "Hey, did you get this raise?" And they're gonna be like, "No, I didn't." And they're like, "Well, what did you do?" And they're gonna figure it out. And especially when at the end of the month your paycheck start getting docked back to your normal pay. Sorry, bitch.
Yeah, they ain't getting docked. Just you got a raise. You got a bonus.
No, now you getting a deduction.
You got a bonus for the month.
You got a bonus for the month.
For 2 checks.
2 checks.
You get your black ass out of jail.
Oh boy. So, that's what you can do for Black History Month. And so then my question, Pat, is how do you think we can do it better? How do you think we can do this whole Black History Month better?
Focus on, like you said, more figures than beside the main 3. Do better research. Use this month to actually sit down and educate yourself on more Black history, or actually real Black history.
Yeah.
Just think, like I said, think about more than just the athletes. Think about more than all the regular public figures. There's people that aren't really known who are doing so many things for the community or making so much money to help the community, give back so much money to the community that you need to actually pay more attention to them as well. That's about it, really. Like, it's like I said, embrace your heritage more.
Yeah, that's why I liked what I was doing, even though I don't think it really got that much attention. But that's okay. It wasn't for the attention. It was for me to recognize and acknowledge people that I mean, maybe they get acknowledgement, but I don't really see it, and it's generally not from my community that they get their acknowledgement. So I felt like, the random men and women, whether they were in college, whether they like ran businesses, like they contributed something that seemed like it could inspire someone else that might be in a similar situation, might be in a similar establishment to go that route, because there are enough black people in the military that honestly, if you're in the military, there are kind of units. There are kind of black units. And I'm sure our kind likes it, but at the same time, it's kind of weird from looking from the outside in. You know what I mean? When you've been separated with all the white people, and then like you see this unit that's like almost exclusively black. It's just weird. And it's not weird in the sense that like they do things weird.
They're the top blacks.
Yeah. It's just weird.
That means work harder, motherfuckers.
It
be better at being black. And
be better at being black, so then they'll send me to that unit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like a segregation thing, because it's like
black
excellence.
Literally, it's called black excellence. That's what I want that group to be called.
That's what I would like it to be called.
I would come up with a stable where it was nothing but black people.
I think it would actually be, I don't know, man. I was like, man, I wonder how dope it is. Like, I always just assumed that it would be better to be in that unit, where it's just like, hey, here these stupid excuses that ain't flying on your unit. They're about to fly over here, B. Everybody be like, yeah, you right. Fuck that shit. I mean, as someone who served, I could tell you, everybody just assumed I had a fucking profile for a beard. I didn't. But to be honest, I also didn't grow my facial hair out to try to take advantage of it, just in case someone tried to check me, and then next thing you know, I'm getting fucked by the big green weenie. I don't like that shit.
What the fuck is?
It's a military term, and if you served, you know what the big green weenie is, and that shit ain't fun.
You wanted to have that long,
nigga. Like, when I tell you, it feels like I've been out for like 7 to 10 years. Like, nigga, it was like a prison bed, D. Like, I be sitting there, like, I be thinking about shit like, man, such and such was fun. And then, like, people like start popping up like, nigga, I ain't going back. Like, nigga, I'm not going back. No.
Yeah, that's how I've been feeling. But I ain't done military. I just know not to go.
Yeah.
It's not meant for us.
It's definitely not. It's not. I ain't got the personality for it. I don't like being punished for shit that other people do.
Yeah, most definitely. I definitely hate that.
Like that was when I was in like I was like on week 1. I ain't even actually went to basic training yet. Like I was just in processing. I was just like, I made a terrible mistake here.
Yeah.
And I just looked sad and rejected from that point on. I finally got to my unit. I was there for like 2 days, and one of the black sergeants or black team leaders walked up and sat down next to me. He wasn't even in my fucking unit, in my squad. Wasn't even in my team or platoon. He was just like, you hate it here, don't you? I was like, I mean, it's all right. He was like, you ain't gotta lie, man. You don't want to do this shit, do you? I was like, I don't. I was like, I'm gonna do my bid and I'm gonna get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, I might do some stupid shit to get out early, but I'd rather not.
You won't go AWOL.
Oh boy, I was close. It's a good thing I didn't. I was like, I ain't want that stain on my record.
Yeah, that's
boy.
That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing.
Yeah.
But any other thing? Anything else you want to add to that? Doing better?
No, just happy Black History Month, everybody. Celebrate.
Black, stay black.
And if you ain't black, be black and stay black. You know, you can celebrate too. Yeah. If someone tells you can't celebrate Black History Month, do the Black Power Fist and be like, and no one told me I could do this, but I just feel in my soul that I can.
And if you have white friends that still use the N-word very affectionately, punch them in their face just for this month.
Tell them to stop. Punch them in the throat.
No, this month punch them in the face.
Yeah.
Just right there.
I think you should just like...
Straight eye jammy.
Hit them in the throat and like start screaming German at them. Like, you don't have to know what you're saying. Just like start screaming German at them, because I just assumed that they're German heritage. And I don't have a reason for it.
I mean, it's happening a lot lately. I see it at least twice a day.
Yeah.
At least twice a day.
At least twice a day.
I was like, man, like back in the day, man, I don't think people never felt this comfortable dropping their M-bomb without worrying about getting punched in the face.
It's something, man.
Yeah, so just for this month only, I'm encouraging violence.
For Black History Month, we encourage violence. Like, go get locked up for Black History Month. Do your people proud, man.
Be Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, man. Nelson Mandela went to prison. You can too, nigga. The fuck? Get your shit right. As a black woman, uphold your man while he locked down. Don't fucking go pull a Jody.
No, leave that motherfucker.
Don't leave him. You can't tell somebody to go get locked up and then tell his girl to go leave him.
I'll work at a prison. Bitch, leave it. He is fucking a dude. I'm just joking. I'm joking. That was a joke.
That was a joke. He's getting fucked by a dude. So
I'm not saying that, man.
You might not want those problems.
I didn't say that. That's not what I'm saying. Just know this.
They don't have condoms in jail. And that's the reason why, it seems like I'm being homophobic, but it's not. It's because they don't have protection in jail. And you don't know who the dude is that's fucking your man. So, if it was outside of jail,
how about we talk about you talk about prison, how about we talk about helping do a reform or something for Black History Month, since the prisons are mostly African American? I think
they're already trying to do that, and it's not working.
Because they don't care about us. They gotta keep you niggers off the street.
At the end of the day, prison is a place to separate you from the rest of society. That's why the Republican government is telling you they are actively doing prison reforms, which they are. But while simultaneously, they are taking more prisons from the state and making them and sending them from the private to the private sector. And if your corporation is running your prison, the sanitation, the levels of sanitation, the quality of living, everything, and the amount of space that you have is likely going to degrade. Which means they're not actually doing prison reform. What they're doing is a fucking solace to say, hey, we did prison reform. We're for black folks. And then they send you to an area that's going to put you in a very worse situation than you would have been in before. And then guess what? Then you'll get in fights and you'll be in prison for longer. Because everyone's in
more time for fighting, motherfucker.
Yeah.
As you kill a motherfucker, fighting a motherfucker ain't get you no more time.
It depends.
It don't.
It depends. How much time you had?
It don't
I feel like if you only had a month, you get more time.
No. Not unless you beat a motherfucker to death.
Well, then beat them to death.
No, I'm just saying. Don't put that false thing.
Do it.
That's false. See, that's inaccurate information.
That's inaccurate information coming from yours truly, TrapGod Bravo.
Yeah,
because I do no research before I say shit. But everything else that said before that was true though. And you can do research behind me if you feel uncomfortable about just taking my word as law.
Man, fuck these people. They can figure it out.
I mean, you can figure it out for yourself. I had to. The best thing I had to figure out was not to go to jail. Because I was ready. And then I just decided not to.
I mean, I ain't go to jail, but I still ended up there.
Man, that's just depressing, dude. Pray for your black brothers and sisters who are COs and jail officers. Because I used to tell people this back in the day. Like, when they would get mad at me because they was like, hey, man, I'm in jail. How you think I'm doing? I was like, I'm here, too. What are you talking about? Like, I'm having a beautiful day, and I'm here, too. They get mad at me. Because they be like, well, you get to leave. I was like, yeah, but then I got to come back. Like, difference between you and me, when you leave, you have the option not to come back. When I leave, I gotta make the choice to come back.
I need this money.
Yeah, I need this money. I gotta pay these bills. Like, dominoes ain't gonna sling itself. That don't make sense to you. And it's not supposed to. Because the inside joke for just me. The best jokes are the ones that you gotta explain.
Wrap this shit up, man.
Alright. Go ahead. Hit us up. Give the video a like. Fucking leave us a comment.
You gotta do the thing. The like, share, subscribe.
Like it, share it, subscribe to us so you can get more content. Next week's video, we're going back to the fetish series. So look forward to that. Talking about some sex shit that you probably ain't never heard of. He gonna learn some shit.
I'm
gonna teach some shit.
I'm not learning shit because this nigga been on some weird shit,
and it's gonna be real weird. It's gonna be real nasty. You gonna fucking like that shit, B. You gonna go home. You gonna talk about doing it with your partner because you gotta have consent before you just start doing shit. And then you gonna have fun from there, man.
Sign paperwork because what he gonna tell you about? Please sign paperwork before you do this.
Hey, man, don't sign shit. If you can't trust her, why are you fucking her? That is what it is, man. If you can't trust somebody, don't have sex with them, period. That way, you can trust them. You can have unprotected sex with them.
I guess.
That's how it works.
And,
so yeah, follow the social medias. It's all in the comment. It's all in the description. Go find it. Stop being lazy. And thank you for listening to Judgmental AF.
Peace.
Peace.